trying to help you to see something. You see, this is me right here. I was right there. I was right here. You see. Let me go back to where I was. Now listen. You know that's a tree, and you know yourself. You see if you can put yourself into the tree or become the tree and see yourself standing before you. You see yourself standing before you where you were. You see, I'm here. You see, I'm here. You see, I'm here. The tree is here, but I'm standing in front of the tree. See if you can see yourself right there where I was. See if you can see yourself. Close your eyes and visualize that. That's what I'm trying to share with you, because it's gonna be, listen, it's gonna be really, really heavy out here. And you're gonna need to know how to think this way. You see, for your survival, you're gonna need to learn how to see different. You're gonna have to learn how to put yourself in a position, you see, and I'm by myself out here. I've been by myself for 30 years. I've been isolated for 30 something years. When this phone shit came through, I started getting on social media, talking a little bit, whatever, you see. And I know what's happening out here. You see, I know who people that know me. You see, I know what they know. You know, the only difference is I don't have the material things, meaning the electronics and all this special equipment and shit, to do the things that they do. I do things with my mind to help people, if they allow me to, if they stop talking about these goddamn demons. You know, these demons and these imps and all this other type of shit, these ghostly figures, shadow things, shadow people, and all this other type of shit. Why would you have, I don't understand, why would you have weak things? Why would you talk about weak entities, you see, that fuck with you? This is fucking with you or fucking with other, listen. These things don't have no power over you. You give them power by calling them by their name. You see, they call them, you don't know what's been tapped inside of you. You see, you calling them by their name and calling and saying what they do. It's like you giving them an attribute. You see, you telling them who they are, what they do, how they do it. You see, and they might like that shit. They might like you, saying, to talk about them, to say all this fucking shit. Why couldn't you just can't stay close to the Most High and talk about the Most High and His glory and all the things that He done for you and all this other, His power. Talk with strength, talk with power, stay in the sense of with power, keep that power. You see, if the Most High have power, talk like He got power. You see, stop talking about these demons and imps and witches and warlocks and all these other type things. You see, let them be who they are. You see, let them be who they are. You see, we got so many physical enemies out here, and then you got a lot of witches and warlocks out here trying to prevent you from fighting the legitimate enemy. They don't even know they have an enemy. You see, if they was that strong, how come they won't help you get your enemy away from you? You see, how come they won't help you get the enemies of this world? How come they won't fuck with the enemies of this world? You see, I'm talking about the witches and the warlocks. Why are they after you? What makes you special? You see, why are these witches and warlocks or imps and demons, what you call them, why are they fucking with you? Why are they tapping in with you? Listen, you have to stay sealed up. You have to keep a hedge around you, your mama, your father, your mama. Listen, that's power. That's the blueprint of life. You would never known life if it wasn't for those two. Hold on to that power. You see, and they have listen, keep that in your head. I don't care if they were negative or positive or whatever they were, you're here. You see, you are here. Hold on to that power. Hold on to those that came before them. You see, that's the extra boost. Your grandparents is the extra boost. And then you got some more. You see, on the left side of you, on the right side of you, that's protecting you. You see, but you are the apex, so you got to govern that trail. To the left side, you got to govern it to the right side. You got to govern these two poles. Because you are what they call an adult in this world. Come on, y'all. Listen, come on. Y'all gotta look. This is 2004. This is 408. That's 6 times, that's 6 times what? 6 times 8? Listen. Look, when you bear this 25, 1 and 9, you see when you bear that, it reads out 4, 9, 5, and a 1. You see, that's a 4 and a 6. It reads D-I-E. That 1 breaks down to an S. It says dies. You see who? What dies? You see what died? You see? This is what I'm trying to share with you. I'm trying to share how you got help with this cloud and these little white balls that you afraid to talk to. You know, you can talk to these things. They're like pets, like, you know how you can train a dog or something like that, or dolphins and shit. That's what these things are. You can train them. The only thing you have to do is identify them, see them, and just talk up to them. You see, and this is the main body of one. But the only difference between this, even though this is dark inside of this fluffy, inside of this cloud, this one right here is the real one. You see, it's the real one, and this is the one that's going to imitate. It's going to imitate something that this is doing, trying to figure out if you're sealed up. You see, this one is like testing you, coming in the image of this horrible one right here. You see, you know, this is what I was trying to tell you about the tree. You see, here's the tree, here's you. You have to learn how to reverse yourself, how to reverse your visual. You see, you know, it ain't gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. You see, you just have to start developing it. Close your eyes. When you close your eyes and see what I'm talking about, you see, and just think about what I'm saying. And when you understand it, see if you can lift yourself up in the clouds and measure how tall you would be from where you looking up at the clouds. See how short you are. You see how short you. Close your eyes and look down and then take your finger or something and just look just measure how tiny you are. You see, just measure that from the clouds and shit. You see, why you standing up, why you right there by the clouds looking up at it or something. You know, you have to learn how to see yourself above and see yourself down below. You see, you have to do that. You have to learn how to transfer your visuals. You see, you have to learn how to transfer your visuals, because that's what these things in these clouds are going to do. They're looking for you. You see, they're looking for you. They go, everything I said, that's exactly what these things that's exactly what this thing is trying to do. You see, this person is across the street. You see, if this thing right here if this human have this in him, you see, he will be able to see. He will be able to just control you from across the street. You see, he will be able to control you from across the street. When he move his arm, you will move your arm, because he ain't really right here. He's right here looking at himself across the street. You see, you understand what I'm saying? He put himself in your position. You see, he put himself in your position. You see, and he's guiding you because you don't have that strand, or you haven't developed that strand inside of you that's allowing you to see these things. You lost your pose. You only have a one-track understanding or a one-track mind. You forgot your mama. You see, you talk about your father a lot. You even say it from your religious perspective, Father in heaven, all these things. You don't listen, you don't talk about mama. So since you don't talk about mama, they know that you don't have that seal. You don't have that seal because you don't know the blueprint. Listen, you only have one father. You only have one father. The one that father that's written in the English language, that's the one that fed your mother. Your mother is a her. He fattened her to bring you into the world. That fat is you, her blowing up, bubbling up with you inside of the womb. You see, with you inside of the womb. You see, hold on, let me get this right here. You see, but this is what you look like. See, you right here, look at that, you're barren. You don't have no life. You barren. You see, you listen. A father, you see, he fattened her. You see, he fattened her. You see, look, he does this. That's what your father does. You see, he does this. And look, and here you are. You see, here you are wrapped up inside of this cradle. You see, this is the canal. This is where you come down from. You see, this is where you come down from. You see, you come out this chute. You see, you come down from heaven. You come down head first. You see, head first. You see, you come out of the womb head first. What are these, your ovaries and shit? You see, I'm trying to talk to you, man. I'm trying to talk to you. You see, in a minute, y'all. I'm trying to help you to understand something, man, the best way I can. You see, when I start getting comfortable, or somebody understand what I'm saying, they start communicating with me like a human being. You see, because I got a lot of human in me. You see, I got a lot of human shit in me and shit. You see, I just, if somebody would just humble themselves and just talk to me and shit, I will be able to articulate. You see, like I need to articulate, but I need the trust. You see, I need to trust people. Look, I don't care if you phony or fake or whatever. I can see through it, and I don't think you would want to do that when you talking to me or coming before me and shit. You see, you don't want to be phony or fake and shit. You don't want to do that or pretend this shit, because I already can see inside of you. You see, I just told you, motherfucker. Shit, I'm telling you this shit. You see, we all have this in us. We all have this in us. This is what they stripped away from us, for we was protected. You see, we were protected. You see, we praise God by our works, by the things that we've done in the world and how we helped each other. You see, until we start mingling with all these other entities. You see, all these other creatures and shit on the planet. You see, finding out where they are and shit and lusting over them and doing all type of shit, wicked ass shit to them and shit. You see, we cursed ourselves But we don't have to. We can break the curse
7,
or lift the curse above of us. If we come back home,
4,
all we have to do is just come back home.